I love Mike, I respect him, but we're not friends anymore. Until November 15th, I'm knocking this and we're gonna see who's dead.
Jake Paul recently gave Mike Tyson a brutal warning, saying that he will end him in the ring during their second face-off. In the middle of the press conference, Jake Paul was frequently booed by Mike Tyson's fans. Paul became exceedingly furious at the fans and verbally abused the people of New York. He said that these people are dumb and this is a disgusting democratic city.
Tyson, you were good 20 years ago.
Furthermore, Mike Tyson was asked whether the Jake versus Mike fight is happening or is this still a fantasy fight, to which Mike confidently responded that it's definitely happening.
Is this fight happening or not?
It's happening, we're all here.
How prepared are you to knock Jake Paul out?
Mike Tyson shockingly reassured his fans that he faced a small adversity when he got sick, and now he is better. He shows his undying thirst to knock the lights out of the Disney Kid. Furthermore, Jake Paul was asked what possessed him to fight the most vicious man on earth, Mike Tyson. With an overwhelming amount of confidence, Jake responded that he wants to make history and nothing else. Jake Paul has defeated several fierce opponents from the fighting world, but he looked more serious than ever when he faced Mike Tyson. Meanwhile, Mike Tyson was asked about his thoughts on stepping into the ring against the most hated guy in boxing, who is Jake Paul. Mike said that he himself used to be the most hated guy in boxing, but he made the interviewer repeat the question because it was music to his ears. I don't know. Say that again. I'm just ready. I'm just ready. Jake Paul came off of a knockout victory against the bare-knuckle champion Mike Perry. Paul completely battered the poor Mike Perry and made him quit in the 6th round. Jake was asked about what it does for his legacy when he will be fighting Mike Tyson. He astoundingly said that people never give him credit for his wins, but that is just the way it is. Jake mockingly responded to the haters, "I was walking on water. They would say it's because I couldn't swim, and this is to make history. You know, people think I'm gonna get knocked out by this strong, powerful guy." Jake further elaborated that all the people are looking at Mike's power and saying that I am going to get KO'd. Paul was constantly being yelled at the press conference, but he reassured everyone that he is going to put Tyson to sleep and knock his lights out. Jake further commented on Mike Tyson's remarks. He said that Tyson believes this fight will be Jake Paul's funeral and it's going to be his weight as he will kill Jake Paul. He has respect for Mike, but they are both enemies until November 15th.
I love Mike, I respect him, but we're not friends anymore. Until November 15th, I'm knocking this mother and we're gonna see who's dead. We will see who's dead. We will see who's dead, Mike. We will. We will.
Jake repeated countless times that they will see who comes out dead. Moreover, Mike Tyson was asked how he feels about Jake going out to kill him in the ring. Mike Tyson mockingly stated that Jake Paul is not a young killer. In response to Mike's absurd remarks against Jake, he lashed out on Mike and said that he was ready before Mike had a little menopause break. He alluded to the fact that Mike had ulcers in his stomach, which have now healed over time. When Mike was asked about the news on his sickness, whether it was real or just a drama to avoid the Jake Paul fight, Mike jokingly responded that he was terrified of Jake Paul. That is why he took a break.
Was your break to you when were you truly sick, or were you a little nervous about getting in the ring with Jake Paul?
I was terrified.
Furthermore, Mike was asked why at this point in his life would he step up in the ring again. Tyson stunningly responded that he doesn't know. Maybe it's because there is no one who can step up against Jake Paul but him. Mike pointed at the audience and claimed that who else would Jake Paul fight to get such a disrespectful reaction from the fans out there? There is no one who can make Jake more popular than Mike Tyson. He showered disrespectful comments on Paul by saying, "I mean, just look at him. Who else is he going to fight? You got a YouTuber fighting the greatest fighter that ever lived." On the other hand, Jake responded to Mike's shameful comments by saying that each time a fighter comes and disrespects him, Jake said that they sit across the table and verbally abuse him by saying things like YouTuber and Disney Channel kid, but then they end up on the canvas after each fight. Paul promised the fans that this fight is going to be no different than any other fight he has had. Furthermore, Jake was asked about his thoughts when Mike said that this press conference room is full because of Mike Tyson. Jake shockingly responded that he brought this deal deal to the old man sitting across the table, referring to Mike Tyson. Jake has been able to partner with many companies in the past, but he has not been able to make deals with one of the biggest entertainment partners, which is Netflix. Over 270 million subscribers would be watching their fight live. Paul further commented that he signed the contract with Netflix and brought it over to Mike Tyson, to which he should be thankful for. In addition to all the drama, Jake Paul was asked about his thoughts on Dana White, the chairman of UFC, continuously disrespecting him, that he is not a real fighter. Paul confidently responded that people are always going to have something to say, and that is the reality, but he is the only one who has proved them wrong. Jake Paul fired back at Mike Tyson for his comments on the room being full because of him. "You're welcome, my son. I'm going to discipline you like a son. So shut the f up with all that need, this need that we brought you the deal, and remember that." Jake further gave the example that he is just like Muhammad Ali, who was hated for his talent, but he had done more for the sport than anyone else in history.
Reminder, the most hated and most criticized boxer in the sport of boxing before they loved him was Muhammad Ali. So I'm the anti-hero, and people will love me soon enough once they realize what I've done for this sport and who I truly am.
Additionally, Paul said that when you are at the top, then people will continuously claw you down, and that is just how the sport goes. Jake was asked what motivated him to take such a serious threat like Mike Tyson. If Jake gets knocked out by Mike, then it's game over for his career. Paul astoundingly admitted that he is taking a huge risk, but you have to risk it for the biscuit. No glory comes to a fighter if they don't take the risk. Paul said that he is here to take up a challenge, and he is here to make history against the most dangerous man on the planet. Later on, things got intense as Mike Tyson and Jake Paul shoved each other at the stage. Moreover, Jake elaborated his remarks on why he is taking such a huge risk against the best fighter in the world. No one that ever did anything great got there with ease or by an easy, non-bumpy road. I'm here to challenge myself. He's vicious. He's a killer. I know all of these things. In addition, Jake said that Mike Tyson is vicious, and he has the power to knock out a person with a single punch. He praised Mike Tyson by saying that Tyson is the greatest heavyweights of all time. Paul said that he will prove all these haters and YouTubers saying hillbillies wrong on November 15th. Jake said that he has always proved people wrong on countless occasions, and he will do it again. Furthermore, Jake Paul explained that he was made for the moment to face Mike Tyson. He astoundingly admitted that he is not afraid of Tyson, and he is there to chase his dream destiny.
I'm not scared. Sorry, I'm not scared of shit. No, not at all. Not at all. I was born for this. I was born for this moment. The universe told me this was gonna happen. You can ask Mike. I did ayahuasca, called him up and said, we're gonna fight on the biggest stage possible. It's destiny. And now here we are years later actually making it happen. I was made for this moment.
Jake said that he will put on a performance of a lifetime, something that people will remember for years to come, and the universe will align on November 15th. Mike Tyson interrupted Jake Paul on his remarks about his performance by saying that Paul should come in good shape on November 15th. Jake replied to Mike's silly comments when he said that Tyson was the one who wanted to make the rounds last for 2 minutes with 8 rounds total. Paul said that Mike shouldn't talk to him about being in shape because the rounds could go to 10 minutes of 3 sets. Jake said that everyone is all talk and no show, and he will do the fight in whatever condition the opponent wants it to be. Jake said that he is stating the facts while Mike is talking bad and adding no meaning to the conversation. Furthermore, when Mike Tyson was asked about the confidence Jake Paul is portraying against him, he confidently responded that Jake should be extremely scared.
Extremely confident. He says there is no fear. Should he be scared?
He should be very scareful, yeah.
Later on, Jake was asked what he would do if he ends up beating Mike Tyson. Paul stunningly said that there are a lot of people that talk bad about him because he is on his way to becoming a world champion. Jake wants to fight all the big names, including the undisputed champion Canelo Alvarez. With an overwhelming amount of confidence, Jake said that he is there to make things happen when he gets the world championship. When Paul will complete his journey and make things happen, people will say that the Disney kid really did something we didn't. Moreover, Jake Paul was asked about Mike Tyson's training against a sparring buddy. Paul said that the Instagram videos are not a proof of what a person can do in the ring.
I've watched this man train. I've seen Mike Tyson hit the mitts. It should be criminally illegal for him to punch folks like this. When you watch that, what happens when Jake Paul gets in trouble against a real-life killer?
I think he's a mitt warrior. The Instagram videos are cute, but we'll see what happens in the ring on November 15th at the end of the day. We'll see if he still got it.
Mike Tyson brutally responded to Jake Paul's comments on his game plan in the ring. Tyson verbally abused Jake Paul just like the audience said he should.
Hey man, sometimes it can be short and sweet.
Mike Tyson has fought many famous faces in the past, with some of the names being Evander Holyfield and Lennox Lewis. Tyson was told that if he beats Jake Paul, then Lennox Lewis would like to face him in a rematch. Mike astoundingly responded that if he ends up beating the YouTuber turned boxer Jake Paul, then he will be facing other opponents because this is not just going to be a one-off thing. In addition, Jake Paul was asked why he is putting himself in a risk to lose money when he fights other fighters like Mike Perry, who had been talking bad about him. Paul said, "I'm not slowing down for anyone. I know what I'm capable of, and in this sport, staying active is key. And I'm on the path to world championship. I'll do the money fights, I'll knock out some legends, but at the end of the day, I want the belt, and that's what I'm here to do." Jake Paul was asked what it does for him in the path to obtaining a belt when he fights Mike Tyson. Paul commented that it does a lot for him because he is going up against a more experienced foe. Tyson has a better knockout history than Jake, even though he is at 58 years old. It's going to be a big stage with big money, and Jake reassured the audience that he will be learning a lot in this training camp. He also said that this will help him with future fights and build out his experience. Do you think the Mike and Jake fight is real? Who will Jake Paul fight next after Mike Tyson? Let us know in the comments below and subscribe for more content like this.